Hi there, this is Vic at Four Seasons. Today I'd like to talk to you about houseplants. Houseplants in particular and their lighting requirements. There's two things that kill houseplants more than anything else, and that's too much water and not enough light. So when you go to get a houseplant at your local garden center or greenhouse, make sure that you kind of understand what your light environment is and what the light requirements of the plants that you're buying are. There's nothing worse than going and buying a plant that you're all excited about. You take it home and in a couple of weeks it's dying because it doesn't have enough light. So there are things that need lots and lots of light, and a lot of people are familiar with things like the spider plants, and they do need a lot of light to keep them happy. Most of the time, Boston ferns need a pretty good amount of light to keep them happy, or they're going to drop a tremendous amount of their leaves. Other things like this particular plant, the wandering dudes that people like, that's a high light plant. Or else, one of the things about plants that if they don't get enough light, they start to get really stretchy and long and not very nice looking. So that's one thing that it'll tell you that they're not getting enough light. There's great plants out there that can take very low light, and like a ZZ plant. Like I said, when you go to the nursery, make sure you look at the tag and ask the cashiers or the people that are in the greenhouse, how does this plant do? What kind of a plant, what kind of light does this plant take? There are some great ones out there that take very little care, very little light, and very little water. So once again, almost anything in the philodendron family is a good low light plant. Now, in your house, what's low light? Usually it's several feet away from a window or in a corner where it doesn't get lots of light. No light is not the same as low light. All plants need light. So there are low light requirement plants, but they have to have some light. When you get into the winter time, just about everything can be close to a window because your light duration and your light intensity is so much lower than it is in the summertime. So lots of plants in the wintertime can go close to a window and it won't hurt them as far as your bright light or high light because they're not growing very much anyhow, and they can use that light. But anyhow, if you have questions about lighting your plants, lighting your house plants, don't be afraid to come in and ask us or give us a call, and we'll be happy to help you any way that we can. Thank you.